Hello friends, welcome to Oracle Apex tutorials. In this video, I will teach you how we can add a validation for these two fields. Means to update the password, these two password fields should be matched. So just select the quick edit and go to the new password. Log into the developer workspace. Yes. So for the confirm password field, just right click and we have something like create validation. Okay, click on that. So name it as something like password and should match. Okay, so this is our validation. So this is the user defined name. It should be something like more understandable, so that if any new developer working in the application, so he can easily understand the naming convention. So better try to give the correct names for the any page item or process or validation or any dynamic actions. Okay, so once we created the validation, so here we can write our own custom PLSQL, or there are some predefined validation things are there. For example, if you select the type validation type, so we have something like row returned, no rows returned, or expression something like this. If you want what exactly this means, you can just keep your cursor to that validation type and you can check here for the help. So you can find all the explanation about the things. Okay, so in this case we need to write the validation logic in such a way that it both should match, then only user can able to update the password. So here we can just check like if item equal to value. Yeah, so if you select this, so what will happen, you can read here for the detailed things. Okay, so here what we can write, new password equal to, here it is asking us for the value actually we need to access from the confirm password field. Okay, so here we have written like uh, the new password equal to confirm password. So to access that confirm password value from the page item, so we need to write something like, okay, so we need to use ampersand and just write co, then the page item will automatically come. So ampersand page item name, then dot. Okay, but if you are writing the, if you are trying to access the value inside the SQL query or PLSQL process or PLSQL validation, so you need to access it with colon and that name. Okay, so this need to remember. Okay, then just save it. Okay, and here we have option to write our error message. Okay, like password and confirm password should match. or you can give the better error message. Okay, then here we can select the button when user click the update process. Okay, now we try to make the validation, test the validation. Okay, now I will type in this field it is 1 and I am typing it as 2. Okay, I just hit, yeah, we can see that it is validating, means 1 is not equal to 2, so it is giving error. If I type 1 here, so both passwords will be match and user can successfully able to update the password. Suppose if you don't want to display the error message in two location, you mean it is displaying error message in line with the confirm password field, also it is displaying at the top of the this region. So for that we have some settings here. Okay, so this is the field we have. Okay, yeah, so when in the error navigation we have display location, means this error message should be displayed in which location. Here we have different options in line with field and in notification in line with field. Just change these options accordingly and check the differences. So if you select in line with field, it will just display in the in line with the page item, so it will not display at here this location. Okay, if you just select at on error page, it will be displayed on particular error page, something like in the pop-up. Okay, if you select in line with field, in line in notification. Okay, if you select in line in notification, then it will display in this format. Okay, and also it has a link. If assume that if the page has more than 10 or 5 page items and if particular error occurred for one field, so user can click on those error messages so that it will focus to that field automatically. So this is useful in some cases, so here it is not useful, so better we can remove this. Okay, let me try once again. Sorry, I have entered both passwords correct. Okay, let me navigate once again. 1 and 2. Yeah, now it is displaying only here. Okay, and also we need to add validations like what if user don't enter anything. Okay, if he keep both blank, so and click update, the password is updated as null, so we don't want to make that also. So I will we can create one more validation. Either we can make this as required. Okay, we can enable this, or we can create our own validation. Okay, let me create here. Okay, here we can select item is not null. Okay, so that if that is null, new password is null, system will throw the error message. Okay, here we can type new password or something like please fill new password. For this also we can select inline with field, and we can define the button. Okay, you can test that thing. Yeah, now both the validations are working. Thank you. And also